And how do you find out who the vendors should be for cosmetics or baby products?
No, back then I didn't have an option. There was only one guy who said, yes, okay, I'll work with you.
How did you find who to pitch to?
So, okay, the way you find manufacturing, there are so many personal care products available in the market. Every personal care product has the manufacturer's address written on it, right? So you pick
The
up like the
exposed
top
system of
10.
India.
Yeah. You pick up top 10, you reach out to them for them to give you some time, for you to be able to go to them and pitch. Nobody gave us time. These were the only people that we were able to get through. We had a conversation with them. We loved the fact that they were parents themselves, and that gave us a lot of confidence that they will put in extra effort to figure this out with us, which they did. So they came in as a blessing to us. Started working, all the products were being manufactured at the same place. As a consumer, it's actually the most misunderstood thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
One of the biggest pain points that I'm facing today is this perception that people have that if you're manufacturing, if you don't have your own manufacturing, the quality of the product can't be as good.
Oh, is it?
Because you don't have
They
controls.
subcontract everything.
Right?
So technically they do, but it's not really.
But isn't that the case with most large
It's not
CPG
manufactured
companies?
by Mamaearth, right? It's sold and marketed by Mamaearth
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
manufactured.
But isn't that
Marketed by
true for
Mamaearth,
most large CPG
manufactured by-
companies? They also
Consumer को कौन समझाए?
See, what I think
Consumers will say
for the
job कर
longest,
रही है.
and this comes from history, right? For the longest period of time, for example, HUL, etc., all of these larger partners have had their own manufacturing. For that matter, 10 years back, that was the only way to get into business. You can produce a product if you have a manufacturing unit. And that was the capex that was required to set it up, to get started. I'm so glad that that entire process got disrupted. And with very minimal capital, you can now use this shared infrastructure and start a business of your own. Otherwise, like 90% of the ideas would have still stayed an idea because you didn't have the money. Now, from the consumer side, because this comes to me a lot personally, that you don't have your own manufacturing and hence आपके product को तो कोई भी बना लेगा. What they don't understand is manufacturing is different, R&D is different.
The IP is
Developing
yours.
personal care, there's no IP.
There's no IP.
Right? Because you're disclosing 100% of the
You
ingredients
put
on
all
the
the
label.
ingredients with the
right?
percentages.
Yeah. So not with the percentages, but you're disclosing the name. When R&D is yours, which is, and a product has so much to it, the sensorial, the texture, the efficacy, the feel, that just knowing the ingredients, you might be able to come closer to the product, but you cannot crack exactly what the other person has cracked, right? Or you reverse engineer, that's also a possibility. But a company can have her own R&D, her own expertise. We have our team members sitting at manufacturers' plants, for quality checks, to ensure that everything that we have set out as a process is being followed. And what we are using is the capex that person has invested into putting those machines and setting up that manufacturing unit. If I have to set it up today, it actually becomes a limitation for my business because I'll be limited with the space that I have, the number of machines that I can put, and hence innovation, which for the longest period of time has been super slow in India. Formulations get developed outside of India and then they are imported within India and then they are adjusted for India, which dilutes the performance of the product. That is something which Mamaearth challenged. That is something that we figured and we played on. And innovation is an edge now that everybody talks about and all of the larger players have also started talking about.